Hello, hello. Excuse my beautiful, messy hair and my bandana. I'm sitting in my favorite spot out here in my garage. But anyways, so I wanted to jump on here because the holidays are coming and I'm super excited and I don't know why. Yes, we all love holidays, but for some reason this Christmas feels extra special and I'm not sure why. But this year I'm having Christmas at my house, so maybe that's why. So I'm going all out, okay? I have two grandkids, Jaden and Mila, who are 2 years old. So this Christmas is going to be extra fun because they understand the concept of opening things and running around and playing and having a good time with family. So they understand all that. So I'm really excited about this. And I dyed my hair silver, which I need to put some more in it. But I did that because I really wanted to dress up like a Christmas elf for my grandkids. Yeah, I know, I'm silly like that, but it just means a lot to me to make their day special. So the only reason I'm jumping on here, not really the only reason, it's been a while since I've done a video. I'm jumping on because the last couple days I've seen some negative attitudes and I've seen some Facebook posts of can shit get any worse kind of stuff. And I get it. We all have bad days. We all feel like, God, can life get any worse than it is already? And I don't know if it's just me or I'm sure there's other people that think the way I do. I don't know. And some people probably think, oh, you freaking Fruit Loop or whatever. But this is how I look at things, okay? So I posted or commented on someone's post who was having they just said, what else can go wrong in my life? So you know how they say things come in threes. Well, this is my personal opinion on that. And I have kind of paid attention to that. Because I've had crap days, we all have, but it seems like when you get stuck in that rut of like a crap day, it seems like more crap stuff happens following days, right? So this is how I look at it. So what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So if you get stuck in that mindset of, oh, woe is me, bull crap, or, oh my God, what else can go bad? You're automatically putting that negative thought out there. And you might not think it's a negative thought that you're thinking of, but you're putting it out there like bad stuff, right? This is so bad. I can't deal with this, And what I feel like is like when you get into that mindset, even though you might not realize it's a negative thing, you are dwelling on that and letting it consume you. So so you say you have this bad thing happen and you're letting it consume you and you're thinking about it all day long, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, wham, here comes another bad thing your way. And then you're dwelling on that, plus the thing prior about how much worse can my life get, So you're dwelling on them two things now, and here, wham, comes a third. So what I suggest is that you just go with the flow. We all have bad and good days. It's just how you perceive them and what you put out that will affect how it works. So yeah, I've had days that just absolutely nothing goes my way, and I just can't deal with it any longer. So I will come home sometimes and I will watch something funny on TV or I'll do something that I like to do because I know it gets me out of that dwelling on the negative crap that took place. And it gets me out of that mindset. And I was driving home from Muncie I was riding home, I should say, with a friend, and we were talking about my illness. And she has done a ton of research about my illness, probably more than I have, just because when I start reading that crap online and the research on it, it freaks me out a little bit. And I'm not going to lie. I'm human, right? So, I was talking to her about what my motto is, like what my motto is and what I kind of live by or whatever, or the way I think. And yeah, people probably think, well, how can you be so positive all the time when all this other shit is happening? Well, I'm not always positive all the time. I'm a person. I'm a human. I have feelings. Yeah, I've had bad days and good days, but I try not to let it overtake me as a person. And I try not to let what's happening or affecting me in my life affect others in a negative way. So we're driving home from Muncie and we're talking about my illness a little bit, and I kind of got teary-eyed, and the only reason why I got teary-eyed wasn't the fact that I'm sick. It's the fact that even though I know that when my days are done here, that I'm going to be in another place, just not physically where my kids can see me. That's what bugs me. And I know they'll be fine because I've raised some pretty decent kids that I'm very proud of. And I know that what I've taught them throughout their lifetime sticks with them in their heart. And they know how I feel. And they know that I believe that I will always be around whether I'm physically here or not. So that helps. But when we're driving home and we're talking about my illness and she's explaining some things and stuff, and and I said, and Mary and she was kind of like, it's weird because like you have like taught me a lot basically, over the time I've known you. Like I used to be a totally different person a couple years ago, but you've kind of helped me change as a person and be more giving and loving and understanding. And she's like, and I see all the crap you deal with on a daily basis. Whether it be the bar or worrying about the elderly gentleman that I help with, or life at my own house, or people being grouchy at work or whatever, She's like, I just don't know how you do it all and still remain like giggly and laugh about stuff and blow it off like it's no big deal. This is what I told her. So when I was first diagnosed with my illness, I went through a whole weird mindset and was freaked out a lot. Like, oh my God, how long do I have to live? Am I going to die in a year? Do I have 5 years? What's happening here? Like I got in that mindset, and even though I was still laughing and smiling and people did not know what was happening in my life, in my mind, it was in my mind, like, oh my God, I'm worried about my kids. What's going to happen to my kids after I'm gone? That kind of stuff bugs me. For about 3 months, it was hit and miss with it, okay? And I was doing research, which I shouldn't have probably been doing, but I did, and then it scared me even more. So I come to the conclusion that I'm going to live every day like it's my last. No, I'm not going to go out and buy a freaking $50,000 sports car. And no, I'm not going to go sow my wild oats at every bar I can go to. And no, I'm not going to jump off a bridge by a bungee jump or anything like that. Okay. I'm not doing that crazy midlife crisis stuff. Right? No, I come to the conclusion that shit's going to happen whether I want it to or not. I have no control over that. It's just what it is. Right? And yeah, there's days I feel sad and depressed or get upset thinking, oh God, especially when I go spend time with my kids, I'm thinking, what will it be like when I'm not here? But I don't let that take over my life. I can't let that take over my life. I want my kids to experience what time I have here. It could be 50 years from now. It could be tomorrow. Who knows? We never know, right? So what I do is I think in the sense of as positive as I can. I try to cherish every memory I have with my family as I can. I try to make new memories with my kids and my family and my friends. I don't let stupid, stressful shit get under my skin, because when you let that stressful shit get under your skin, you get stuck and then you become grouchy. People don't want to be around you. Your attitude sucks. I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be known as that person that's a bitch all the time. I don't. So I decided that I'm going to live my life like it's my last day. Every day is my last day. Grant you, I'm still going to work. I'm still doing laundry and chores, unfortunately. But anyways, I'm still doing this shit, right? So I look at it in a whole different light. And I've always looked at it this way. I just more now. And so what I do is I just kind of let go with the flow, Yeah, so what? I had a crappy day yesterday. Am I going to sit there and dwell on that crap that just took place? No, I'm not. You know why? Because next week, I'll forget I even stressed about that. So I just kind of go with the flow. And even my significant other said, how can you stay so positive in a negative freaking crap that's happening in this world? Well, let me tell you what. I'm not the world. Yes, I live in the world. But who I surround myself with and who I love and who I care for is what keeps me away from the news, keeps me away from the negative bull crap, because I don't want that in my life. I want to live as happy and healthy as I can during this time, right? So my motto was, what we put out there and what others perceive us as is what's important. Not that we need Joe Schmo over here to think I'm some kind of, I don't know, great person. I'm not doing it for the clout, so to speak. I'm doing it because it makes me feel good. I try to make others feel good about themselves by complimenting them, helping them carry the groceries to their car from Walmart. Or I buy someone a meal who's down on their luck and can't afford to eat. I will buy their meal. Or I'll ask them, do you need a can of pop? Or do you need something to drink? I do that because that makes me feel good about myself. And I know what I do by being kind to other people is contagious. I have done my surveys and my research, believe me. If I go in my bar with a crappy ass attitude and woke up on the wrong side of the bed, that's the kind of energy that you will see amongst my workers. It's like they sense it. It starts coming out of them. They start griping about things that are going wrong. And it's just a snowball effect. And I don't like it. I don't like hearing bitching. I'm sorry. I don't. Just don't like it. Don't care. Don't care to hear it. Because if you can't figure that out on your own and do it the right way or make it right, then that's on you, not on me. Yes, I have a business to run. I realize that. But when someone goes in there and it's just, you can feel it. Like if somebody comes in there and they're just griping about everything and everything and everything and this and that and this and that. And you're just sitting there like, has anything good happened today? I mean, like, seriously, dude, like, what the heck? I don't like to feel that way because it rubs off on people. And it might rub off on me, and I don't want them kind of cooties, right? So my motto, and the standards I kind of live by is that nobody's going to remember me for the amount of money I have in my bank account. Nobody's going to remember me because of my color and my skin. They might remember me because of my eyes. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but they're not going to remember me for anything that's monetary, any value of anything I have. They're going to remember me for the person I was and the way I made them feel. That's what's important to me. I want to leave my impression on this earth when my time comes, that people look back and say, God, you remember that one time that Charity was in here and she did something crazy or funny and we all bust out laughing and so about pooped their pants. That's what I want people to remember. Or I want them to remember, it was like, oh my gosh, do you remember that time that Charity bought that homeless man a dinner and she ended up giving him dinner to go too, so he had food to eat that night? That's what I want to be remembered for. About the compassion I carried in my heart, about how I treated others, about how my kids feel and how proud they are of me being their parent and the kindness they see I put out into this world. That's what's important to be remembered by when you pass from this earth. Not the fact that you have $1 million in your bank account or have a penny in your bank account. Not the fact that your skin is black, red, yellow, orange, gold, or you fart rainbows and unicorns. Has nothing to do with that. It's what you put out into this world. What people see you as. Not, like I said, you're trying to get clout because, oh, look at her, she's such a good person. It's not about that. It's about what is in your heart and how you treat others and how you make them feel. That's important because, like I said, it's contagious. If I walk past you and say, oh my God, your hair is beautiful, doesn't that kind of like warm you up a little bit inside? Or if someone's like, here, let me help you carry them groceries to your car. You're like, oh my God, thank you so much, young lady. Yeah, I'm young. Well, not so young, but you know what I mean. But no, I mean, things like that. That's what's important in life, guys. That's so important. What's not important is what Joe Schmo is doing, who Joe Schmo is sleeping with. Oh, did you hear about so-and-so and their wife and blah, blah, blah. That's not important. I don't give two shits what so-and-so's doing in their life, as long as it's not affecting my life or bringing me down. And I've kind of seen a change this past year, especially since COVID hit. People are becoming more awoke or awake, whatever you want to call it. And they're starting to realize that we need a balance in this world, dark and light. We've seen so much negative stuff up here. It's time that we as people raise that light and make people feel good about themselves, even if it's with a simple compliment, or even if it's with holding the door open for someone, or even if it's handing someone $5 so they can go eat. That's what life's about, being human. Not that you're better than anyone else, or not that you're a bad person. It's about who you are inside and how you treat others, and what you put out into that world comes back to you 10 times. I'm not the richest person in the world. Matter of fact, my bank account's pretty damn low, but I don't care. You know why? Because that's not what's important to me. What's important to me is my family, my friends, my loved ones, my customers at the bar, my employees. That's important to me. And the reason is because I feel like Mama Bear. Like, I want to make sure these guys have a good day. I want to make sure they're happy and taken care of. I want to make sure they know how much I love and appreciate them. So when you're having one of them funky days where you just feel like, I can't do it no more, or God, how much more shit is going to happen? I can't handle this no more. Life is just kicking me in the ass. Well, you kick that fucking life. Oops, sorry about the F word. You kick back. That's what I say. You kick back. You ignore the bull crap. You do not involve yourself with someone else's drama. You do not have a bad attitude so that you can rub it off on everybody else. You get up in the morning, and even when you feel like you've woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or them trying on millions of clothes like I do in the morning, I'm like, Jesus, this just don't feel comfortable. I'm not wearing this. Usually you'll see me in a jeans and t-shirt because that's the kind of person I am. But I get frustrated when I'm trying on clothes thinking, oh, I want to look pretty today, and it just don't feel right. So sometimes I go into the bathroom as I'm getting ready, and I'm like, today's going to be a good day, Charity. You got this crap. And yesterday's gone, so there's no reason to stress about what happened yesterday. There's no reason to go backwards. We're going forwards here. Look at yourself in the mirror. Give yourself a pep talk like you would your kids or your friends. I know you're going to look stupid as hell talking to yourself in the mirror, and you'll get a good laugh at it, because I can't tell you how many times I've been like, you got this, Charity. Today's going to be a good day. We're not going to listen to anybody's bitching. We're just going to go in there, sit down, drink some coffee, shoot the shit with people in there visiting, laugh with your bartenders, whatever. We're not going to let nobody's negative bull crap affect you. That's how I look at life. And I hope more people start to look at life like that, which I feel like people have started to do that. They're realizing what is really important in life, and that's love and family and friends and people. So don't let yourself get in that negative mindset, and don't let yourself stay there. Because what stressful crap happened last Wednesday, I don't even remember. I couldn't even tell you what it is. So it really doesn't mean anything. But last Thursday, when someone came in and said, oh, I love your hair, that stuck with me. I remember that. Because good things stick with you. Bad things move the hell out and move on down the road. So make sure to share the love, and share your laughter, and share your happiness, and share them compliments and gratitude for all those people that are around you on a daily basis, even if it's a stranger, because you don't know what kind of day they've had. You don't know what kind of life they've lived. Everybody has a story to tell, but we want to make sure from this point out, their story is awesome, and they feel good about themselves, and you make them smile. That's important. Believe, 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 and always believe in yourself. And I love you guys all. And I'm sure I'm going to have some more holiday tidbits. Bye, y'all.